Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach on the kickoff to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up this Sunday in a series of videos that I'm putting up right here. We're going to go over each and every match going into the show. I think that WWE has a good firm grip on what this pay-per-view is going to be, but as a fan looking into what it is, it seems like it's a little soft. I mean, everybody is real excited to see who the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion is going to be when you have the ladder match at the end, which I guess would be the main event to crown it, and then you also have your normal, the way it's always been with the briefcase sort of match in your semi-main. But then, as of right now, you only have two booked matches going into the show. You've got a tag team match and you got a Divas match. I think that Russo versus Big E is a match that is going to be added. I don't see any other reason why Rusev would have attacked Big E on Monday after his win on Raw. But it just seems to me, when looking over the past Money in the Bank shows, there's been more than just 5 matches on a show, and I really can't pick out anything else of what there could be other than just straight up I would guess maybe Bo Dallas will get a match against somebody that it's just unadvertised, and he's doing well, and he's seems to be getting over as a babyface on WWE TV. Some people care about him, some people don't, but it just seems real sort of dry right now, as a whole show should be. I'm very lucky. I think this would be a show that I would have been interested in really seeing just for the Money in the Bank ladder matches. But as a show right now, I'm just really glad I get this on the WWE Network. I only have to throw $10 down for the whole month, and that covers me watching all of the In Your Houses that I've been watching as of late. I got to watch the whole run of Legends House, and I'm looking forward to other things that are coming up in the future. I've got a Money in the Bank, no, not Money in the Bank, I've got a King of the Ring review, sitting here waiting to upload right now because I'm just waiting for the right time. I normally do the full show previews on a Thursday like this and get that knocked out where everything gets uploaded on that day, so there's enough time for everybody to get all fired up for the big show. Like I said, the first match I was going to talk about was Naomi going up against Paige for the Money in the Bank. No, fuck me. Jeez, the graphic here on my screen for me. It's for the Divas Championship, and this is a very weird setup style of match. Everybody knows that Naomi is a part of the Funkadactyls, but it seems to me, especially from watching the last few weeks of TV, and especially Raw on Monday, Cameron is the wild card of this match. I have no doubt in my mind that this is going to be the end of the Funkadactyls, or it's going to be the very, very start of the end of the Funkadactyls. And I do think that this is a very, very big mistake for WWE to do. I know there is no Brodus Clay. He's working the independents now. He's been released as a part of that big deal that came out, and the Funkadactyls have been a team since basically before Brodus Clay got released. I mean, they broke up with Brodus when Xavier Woods debuted. Xavier Woods, I think, borrowed the Funkadactyls for his entrance, and this made Brodus mad. Xavier Woods, I think, beat Brodus Clay in a match, and I think he got to keep that Funkadactyls. I'm making some stuff up. I got no, not really sure. But with Total Divas, for 2 seasons, we've seen these people as a team. Naomi and Cameron have done everything together, and they've brought a part of their gimmick from the show on the Monday Night Raw. Basically, they are like a tag team. When one thing happens to one, it happens to the other. Cameron running around slapping Paige on the WWE app, trying to gain notice in the Divas title hunt, does not look good. Basically, it puts shame on Naomi, even though when it just should put shame on Cameron, because when you look at one, you're always going to think of the other one. They're always, working as some sort of a team. Paige, to me, honestly, it doesn't seem like she's... I think that they know she's a good wrestler, but I don't think that WWE has faith in her as a very character that's really going to get over, whether if it's them thinking that she hasn't been there that long, but we very rarely get to see her do promos. We very rarely get to see her just go in there and kill somebody in the ring, like people has said that she should be doing from watching her NXT matches and watching her in the past. That she's a very very good skilled wrestler. They could just slap holds on and make people tap out at any time. It seems like she's got 4 or 5 different finisher sort of submission moves that she's able to do. I think that she should be going in and just killing people. Instead, we've seen her just struggle through matches with Alicia Fox, Oksana. I can't even remember who the hell she fought at the last pay-per-view. She hasn't fought Layla. She hasn't fought, them. I can't remember who she wrestled at the last pay-per-view. But it wasn't anything really to be that crazy about. But when, her first match came up as Divas champion, and it was against Tamina Snuka, the writing was sort of on the wall that they were going to start her at the very, very bottom, and it was going to take a while for her to raise up to the top. Naomi, I think, is a girl that is in the Divas circle. She is somebody that they are trying to push to the top. They have noticed that she is a very good wrestler. I think that they do realize, because of Total Divas, she's a very likable character that people really do try to get over. And since Total Divas started, we have not had a champion on that show yet. As my guess, especially with season 1, I thought that belt was going to be put on Natalya to sort of give some little a little bit of a plug to the show. The best wrestler in their company is wrestling on that show right now. And it seemed that everything was building towards Naomi versus AJ at WrestleMania. Then she got the eye injury from Oksana, and things never really got back on pace for her. And it seems like now we are 3 pay-per-views later, and here she is getting another shot, this time against Paige. I don't think that she's going to win, for the one fact, if you look at Monday, it was sort of a clusterfuck, having Paige and Cameron out there on color commentary, and they're just basically screwing everything up, talking over Michael Cole, talking over JBL. I know that the cat fight was sort of the deal that was going down, but you can see that everybody was a little bit mixed up because they were trying to call the action, and basically the girls were stepping over each other in order to try to get their lines in. I say lines because I don't think any of that was ad-lib while they were there. But I just could see in this match basically Naomi getting her way and almost getting the win on Paige, only for Cameron to interrupt, thinking that she should be in the driver's seat right here. Naomi got this because she does have a win over Paige. It was on Main Event. You might not have seen it. I've sort of slacked on watching Main Event, even though that even on Main Event and even on Superstars has stepped up its series of matches since being on the network, trying to really, really get that going. I heard there was a good Rob Van Dam versus Jack Swagger match on Superstars, but I just haven't been able to break that streak of Superstars always being that jobberific show. Just basically not watching it and trying to get back into the swing of things. But every week I hear there's always one good match that I should always check out off of there. But Cameron and Paige seems to be the direction that WWE think that there's money to pull. I don't know if it's going to lead to a Funkadactyls breakup, or next month, be at Battleground, it would be a 3-way between Paige, Naomi, and Cameron, or if we're just going to go in a direction where Paige gets another sort of match to work out their Funkadactyl problems. Naomi versus Cameron is the deal, and in that case, 2 Divas matches on one pay-per-view, even if it is a special event and it's not on TV anymore, is something that we don't need to see. We don't need 2 Divas matches. I know that they've had a roster in the past that was strong enough in order to carry having 2 Divas matches, and this is not it. 3-way is the way to go. I'm going to pick Paige, sticking with the belts at Money in the Bank, and where they go from there, I hope, is to the 3-way, and hopefully it's going to lead to just Paige killing some more people, getting some more promos in, people getting used to seeing her out there, and just moving in the right direction of building characters.